1 teaspoon a day may sound small, but for many people over 60, it can make a real difference in how blood reaches the legs. Perhaps you feel that deep heaviness in your calves when you stand too long, or a mild burning under your feet when the evening comes. Maybe your toes go numb, or your feet stay cold even under warm blankets. And sometimes, a short walk leaves you stopping for air sooner than you expect. These changes are not your imagination. They are early signals that circulation to your legs is slowing, quietly affecting your heart, your muscles, and even your stability. When circulation slows in the legs, the body must work much harder than most people realize. Your heart pushes blood downward, then fights gravity to bring it back up. And after 60, that system becomes more sensitive to even small changes. A little stiffness in the vessels, a little inflammation in the lining, or slightly thicker blood can make each step feel heavier. Over time, your leg muscles receive less oxygen, so they tire faster, your balance becomes less secure, and everyday movements begin demanding more effort. The encouraging news is that circulation can respond quickly when given the right support. And before we go any further, if these gentle explanations feel helpful, I'd truly appreciate it if you tapped subscribe and turned on the notification bell. It helps this community of older adults stay connected, and it allows me to keep bringing you simple, practical guidance you can use every day. And if you feel ready to explore these 5 everyday teaspoons that may support healthier blood flow, go ahead and comment 9 below. But if anything feels unclear, or if you'd like me to explain things in a way that fits you better, please comment 0. Your feedback helps me shape each lesson around your real needs. Now, let's take a closer look at what begins happening inside your legs when circulation quietly slows. Your legs are often the first place to signal that circulation is slowing, and many adults over 60 feel these changes long before they understand why. The vessels in your legs are long, narrow, and far from the heart, so they require strong, steady pressure to move blood downward and then lift it back up again. With age, that system becomes more sensitive, and even small shifts inside the vessels can create noticeable symptoms. After 60, the heart's pumping efficiency naturally decreases, and each beat must work against gravity to return blood from the lower legs. When the vessels stiffen slightly, or when the blood becomes a little thicker, the heart must push harder. This added effort often shows up first as heavy calves, slow steps, or legs that tire much faster than before. 3 groups of symptoms frequently appear. The first is reduced blood flow, heaviness, numbness, or persistent coldness in the feet. The second is mild inflammation, a warm, burning feeling on the soles, or small pinprick sensations that come and go. The third is lowered muscle oxygen, weakness in the legs, reduced stability, and a higher risk of stumbling or falling, especially when rising from a chair or walking on uneven ground. What surprises many older adults is how closely the legs are connected to the heart and the brain. When leg circulation drops, the heart must compensate, and when blood carries less oxygen upward, your reflexes and balance may respond more slowly. This is why even mild circulation changes deserve attention, because they quietly influence your overall mobility and safety. If you've ever felt heavy legs or cold feet at night, please comment your age below, so I know you're still with me and finding this helpful. And to improve circulation, the first step is lowering inflammation inside the vessels, which is exactly why the first teaspoon we'll discuss plays such an important role. 1. Chia seeds, reducing inflammation and supporting steady blood flow to the legs. 1 small teaspoon of chia seeds can feel almost insignificant, yet it holds one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 available, and that makes a meaningful difference for circulation. Omega-3 helps calm the gentle inflammation that often builds along the vessel walls, especially after 60, when those vessels become more reactive to stress, diet, and simple daily wear. By easing this irritation, the pathways carrying blood downward and back upward begin to relax, allowing blood to glide more smoothly through the legs. Another quiet benefit comes from the way chia supports healthier blood consistency. As the seeds absorb water, they form a soft gel that can help reduce thickness in the bloodstream, making it easier for the heart to send blood toward the feet. Many older adults describe less heaviness in the calves and fewer cold sensations once circulation becomes smoother, because the lower legs finally receive the steady flow they have been missing. This gentle shift also supports the heart, which no longer has to work as hard against gravity. When the heart experiences less resistance, the legs often feel lighter and more responsive. Chia seeds also play a helpful role in maintaining healthier cholesterol levels, particularly lowering LDL, the type more likely to irritate or narrow the vessels. When cholesterol is better controlled, the arteries remain more open, which supports both heart health and stronger leg circulation. Everything in the body is connected, and when your heart works more efficiently, your legs benefit immediately through better oxygen delivery and more reliable warmth across the feet. Using chia is very simple, and many people find it easy to turn into a daily habit. Add 1 teaspoon of chia seeds into about 4 ounces of warm water. Let it sit for 5 minutes until it softens, then drink it before breakfast. That small routine helps hydrate your system, supports the lining of the vessels, and prepares your legs for steadier circulation throughout the day. The improved flexibility of the vessel walls, what doctors call better endothelial function, allows blood to travel further down into the toes with less effort from your heart. If you already keep chia seeds in your kitchen, I would truly love to know. Please comment the word chia below so I can see how many of you are using it already. Reducing inflammation is an essential first step, but it is only part of the solution. Your blood vessels also need softness and elasticity, and that is where the next teaspoon begins to make a powerful difference. 2. Honey, supporting vessel flexibility and easing cold feet. 1 sweet teaspoon of honey may look simple, yet it acts as one of nature's gentlest vessel softeners, especially for adults over 60. Its flavonoids help relax the lining of the arteries, easing the tightness that often develops with age. When those inner walls soften, blood can move with less resistance, bringing warmth, oxygen, and energy more efficiently to the lower legs. Many older adults notice that when their vessels relax, their feet no longer feel as cold, and their steps feel more comfortable throughout the day. Another important effect comes from honey's ability to reduce minor spasms in the tiny vessels of the feet. These microspasms can restrict flow without causing pain, yet they create cold toes, numbness, and that familiar icy foot feeling at night. By calming these spasms, honey allows the organs and tissues of the feet to receive steadier circulation. With better flow, the nerves become less irritated, and the legs feel more alive during movement. Honey can also support healthier cholesterol levels, particularly in people who struggle with elevated LDL. When LDL is high, the vessels stiffen more easily, making it harder for the heart to push blood downward. A more flexible artery gives your heart a break, allowing each beat to deliver more oxygen to the calves, ankles, and feet. This is why improving vessel elasticity is so essential for preventing cold feet and improving overall leg comfort. Here is the simple routine many seniors enjoy. Stir 1 teaspoon of honey into a cup of warm water each morning. Sip slowly, ideally before breakfast. The warmth helps the honey absorb quickly, and the combination supports the vessel lining at the start of the day. Over time, this tiny habit can help your legs feel less tight, less chilly, and more responsive during daily walking. A quick real-life example may help illustrate this. Leonard, a 75-year-old from Ohio, noticed that his feet felt icy every evening, no matter how many socks he wore. After adding a small daily dose of warm honey water, he experienced less nighttime chill and more consistent warmth across the soles of his feet. Small changes can truly create meaningful results. If honey is already part of your morning routine, I'd love to hear from you. Type the word honey in the comments so I know you're following along and taking care of yourself. And if burning sensations or nerve irritation trouble you more than cold feet, the next teaspoon offers some of the strongest natural relief you can find. 3. Turmeric. Deep inflammation. Relief and comfort for burning or tingling feet. One of the world's strongest natural anti-inflammatory compounds sits quietly inside your teaspoon, and many older adults are surprised by how quickly turmeric begins to make a difference. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, helps calm inflammation along the vessel walls, easing the irritation that often develops with age. When inflammation is reduced, the vessels can relax, expand, and carry blood more easily toward the lower legs and feet. This gentle expansion gives the heart less resistance to push against, which is why some people notice improved warmth or smoother steps after adding turmeric to their routine. Curcumin also supports endothelial function, the ability of your vessel lining to open and close smoothly. Studies show it may reduce inflammation by 25 to 30%, which is significant for anyone dealing with stiff arteries or sluggish circulation. When the vessel lining performs better, oxygen can travel deeper into the muscles, easing that familiar burning or tingling sensation in the feet. Many adults over 60 describe this relief as subtle at first, then increasingly noticeable as days pass. Turmeric's benefits extend to mild neuropathy as well. When small nerves in the feet become irritated, they can signal burning, prickling, or gentle electric-like pulses. Curcumin helps calm these nerves by lowering inflammatory chemicals that surround them. As the environment around the nerves becomes calmer, the feet feel more comfortable during walking, standing, or resting at night. This is especially helpful for older adults who feel heat or fire in the soles of their feet after long days. Here is an easy way to use turmeric daily. Mix 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric into a cup of warm water, then add a small pinch of black pepper. The pepper increases curcumin absorption, allowing your body to use it more effectively. Sip the mixture slowly, ideally after a meal, to support gentle digestion and smooth circulation throughout the day. To give you a real-life picture, let me introduce someone briefly. Nancy, a 70-year-old woman from Michigan, struggled with a burning sensation across the bottoms of her feet each evening. After adding a small dose of turmeric to her daily routine, she felt noticeably calmer warmth and less irritation, proof that tiny habits can create meaningful changes. If turmeric is something you've tried before, I'd love to know your experience. Please comment yes or no so I can understand how familiar it is for you. But if your goal is to open the vessels of your legs quickly and boost oxygen flow with remarkable speed, the next teaspoon may surprise you with its nitric oxide boosting strength. 4. Beetroot powder, boosting nitric oxide and warming the legs through stronger blood flow. This is the teaspoon that often surprises people the most because beetroot powder works quickly, sometimes within just a few days. The natural nitrates inside beets transform into nitric oxide once they enter your bloodstream, and nitric oxide is one of the body's strongest tools for opening blood vessels. When vessels widen, even slightly, blood can travel down into the calves, ankles, and feet with less resistance, creating warmth, comfort, and noticeably smoother movement. Nitric oxide acts almost like a gentle door opener for your circulation. It relaxes the inner lining of your arteries, allowing more blood to pass through with each heartbeat. For adults over 60, this can make a meaningful difference, since vessels often become stiffer with age. As nitric oxide increases, the heart no longer needs to push as forcefully, and the legs receive the oxygen they have been missing. Many seniors describe feeling lighter on their feet or noticing improved ease when climbing stairs. The increased oxygen delivery also helps reduce calf fatigue. When muscles lack oxygen, they tighten quickly, especially during longer walks or when standing for extended periods. Beetroot powder helps reverse that trend by supplying the oxygen-rich blood your leg muscles need to stay relaxed. This is why many older adults report fewer nighttime cramps, less early morning stiffness, and a stronger, steadier step throughout the day. The added oxygen also supports nerve comfort, which may ease mild tingling or tension along the lower legs. Here is the simple routine. Mix 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder into warm water and drink it 20 to 30 minutes before walking. Movement enhances the nitric oxide effect, allowing your vessels to widen more effectively. This combination, beetroot plus gentle activity, can boost lower limb blood flow by as much as 20% in some studies, helping your feet warm more easily and your steps feel more stable. For context, many people are surprised when they realize how sensitive their circulation is to even a small rise in nitric oxide. That sudden warmth that spreads through the feet, or the ease you feel during a walk, is not imagined. It is your vessels responding to a natural opening signal. The body is ready to improve. It simply needs the opportunity. If you've ever tried beet juice or beetroot powder, I'd love to hear your experience. Type the word beet in the comments so I can see who is already familiar with this powerful ingredient. And if you're curious which teaspoon offers almost instant activation, warming the legs and speeding circulation within minutes, the final ingredient may surprise you even more. 5. Cayenne powder. Fast circulation. Activation for warmer, more responsive legs. This small teaspoon carries a surprising amount of power, because cayenne works almost immediately for many older adults. The compound inside it, capsaicin, helps widen the tiny peripheral vessels in your lower legs, allowing warm, freshly oxygenated blood to reach the feet within minutes. For anyone who struggles with consistently cold toes or sluggish morning circulation, this sudden opening of the vessels can feel like a gentle wave of warmth moving downward. Capsaicin has a unique way of signaling the vessel walls to relax. As those vessels loosen even slightly, blood begins to move more freely toward the ankles and toes. This rapid shift is why some people notice warmer skin, more flexible steps, or a subtle improvement in balance after using cayenne. The warming effect is not simply surface heat. It is the result of deeper circulation activating in places where it has been slow or stagnant. Cayenne can be especially helpful for people who feel numbness or cooling when they change positions, such as moving from sitting to standing. These sensations often occur because circulation hesitates for a moment before adjusting to the new posture. A small amount of cayenne encourages a quicker response, allowing blood to reach the lower legs more efficiently. This can help reduce the slow circulation feeling many adults experience in the first hour of the morning. To use cayenne safely and comfortably, start with a very small amount. Mix 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne powder into warm water and drink it after breakfast. Having food in your stomach reduces sensitivity and makes the warmth feel more pleasant. The effect builds gradually as the capsaicin enters the bloodstream, helping your vessels open and your feet warm naturally. Older adults are often surprised by how quickly this simple ritual creates change. Some notice their legs feeling more awake during early walks, while others observe steadier steps when climbing stairs. The quick activation is what makes cayenne distinctive. It functions almost like an internal circulation switch, prompting your vessels to engage rather than stay stiff or sluggish. If you enjoy a touch of spice, or if cayenne is already in your kitchen, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment the word cayenne below so I can see who feels brave enough to try this warming teaspoon. Your responses help me understand which ingredients feel most comfortable for you. Now that you've learned how each teaspoon works individually, the next question becomes even more important. How can you combine all 5 into a simple, daily routine that supports steady, lasting circulation from morning to night? 5 small teaspoons can create one meaningful weekly habit, especially when used in a simple rotation. Each ingredient works differently, and when you spread them across several days, your legs receive a steady mix of anti-inflammatory support, vessel flexibility, nitric oxide boosting, and quick warming circulation. This gentle variety keeps your system responsive without overwhelming your stomach or routine. A helpful way to begin is by pairing 2 ingredients each day, one for deeper vessel support and one for quicker activation. For example, chia in the morning for reduced inflammation, followed by beetroot before an afternoon walk. Another day, honey can soften the vessels early, while a small dose of cayenne after breakfast provides immediate warmth. Turmeric fits beautifully midweek, calming deeper irritation and supporting strong endothelial function. By Friday or Saturday, rotating these again helps maintain consistent blood flow without letting any single pathway become overworked. Hydration plays a major role too. Each teaspoon works better when you drink enough water to help blood travel smoothly, and adding a short 10-minute walk after your chosen ingredients can double the benefits, because movement encourages vessels to open and muscles to receive oxygen. Many seniors find that combining these steps reduces heaviness in the legs, improves stability on stairs, and lowers the risk of stumbling or losing balance. Over time, this routine gently strengthens the muscles that support steady walking. Here is a simple structure to follow. Pick 2 ingredients each day, sip them at comfortable times, drink water throughout the day, and walk briefly whenever possible. Think of it as a small circulation ritual, easy to remember, easy to maintain, and remarkably effective for warmer feet and steadier steps. If you'd like a clear, written version of the full 7-day rotation, I'd be happy to prepare it for you. Just type 7-day plan in the comments so I know you want it. And before we finish, there is one more reminder, something simple yet essential, that I want you to carry with you as we wrap up this guide. Age does not take your circulation away. It simply reminds you to care for it a little more each day. That gentle truth sits at the heart of everything we have covered today. 5 small teaspoons, each easy to find in any American kitchen, can help support the legs in meaningful ways. Chia helps reduce inflammation, allowing blood to move more freely. Honey softens the vessel walls, giving the heart less resistance. Turmeric calms deeper irritation, easing burning or tingling in the feet. Beetroot opens the vessels with nitric oxide, helping the legs feel lighter and more energized. And cayenne offers fast activation, warming the feet and supporting a stronger first step each morning. Together, they address the biggest challenges adults face after 60. Less inflammation, wider vessels, improved oxygen delivery, stronger leg muscles, and a lower chance of stumbling or falling. None of these teaspoons are magic on their own, but when used with intention, they create a steady rhythm of support for your heart, your legs, and your daily mobility. Small actions matter, and your body responds to consistency far more than intensity. 1 teaspoon a day may feel simple, yet its long-term impact can be surprisingly powerful. If something you learned today feels useful, I'd be grateful if you shared it. Type one thing you discovered in the comments, because your reflections may help someone else. And if this guide felt helpful, please comment. 9. If something was unclear, comment 0, and I'll continue improving these lessons for you. And finally, if stronger, warmer, and more confident legs are your goal, I invite you to explore the other videos on this channel. They're designed to support your health step by step. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can keep walking this journey together.